gardens. Kind thoughts are the roots. Kind words are the blossoms. Kind deeds are the fruits. As we approach World Kindness Day, which occurs each year on November 13th, it may be helpful to review how A Course in Miracles addresses kindness. World Kindness Day has been celebrated internationally since 1998. The day encourages individual actions such as random acts of kindness, giving appreciation to the efforts and services of others, offering help and volunteering, as well as being kind to oneself. It also encourages these activities to be continued throughout the year. Acts of kindness lead to a heightened awareness of our inner connectivity, which produces a rippling effect throughout the world. In A Course in Miracles, kindness can be seen as the very heart of practicing the Course, rediscovering the nature of what one is, and teaching one to love thy neighbor as oneself, and remembering that everyone is your neighbor. Kindness created me kind. In A Course in Miracles, kindness is described as an attribute or aspect of divine love, and it is from this kind, loving presence that we are created kind. The Course teacher Ken Wapnick maintains that kindness is central to practicing the principles of A Course in Miracles. Yet it is impossible to be kind when one believes oneself to be a separate and isolated self. For in believing this, one has taken the ego mind as one's teacher. The origin of unkindness is the egoic belief that somebody else has been unkind, and thus one is justified to be unkind in return. The ego mind teaches attack or be attacked, kill or be killed. Yet the kind mind teaches our identity is a unified oneness with all beings. And this recognition is the very basis of kindness and the desire to do no harm. For to be kind to another is to be kind to oneself. Without anxiety, the mind is wholly kind, and because it extends beneficence, it is beneficent. To be beneficent means literally to do good. And to do good is to desire to do no harm, which is the very essence of the healer's Hippocratic Oath. For all true healing is kind. It is only fear that blocks the natural inclination of the mind to be kind. For fear is not kind, being of the ego, which desires only to attack. It is fear that blocks one's awareness of one's innate kindness. The kind mind extends only the good, the holy, and the beautiful, through words and acts of kindness. Healing happens through oneself. One need only be a little willing to be taught kindness by the healing mind. While the unhealed mind sees attack as justification for further attack, the healed mind perceives all attack and unkindness as but a call for help, gentleness, and for love. We look on everyone as brother, and perceive all things as kindly and as good. Kindness is inseparable from love, and spirit guidance offers only lessons of love. In Buddhism, loving kindness, or metta, is a popular form of meditation. It cultivates goodwill, beneficence, and a heartfelt wish for happiness and well-being of both oneself and others. The meditation begins first with oneself, then is extended to neutral others, and then to challenging others, and then to everyone. It starts with, may I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I be peaceful. In extending this desire to others, one must leave no one standing outside the circle of loving kindness, or one will find oneself standing outside the circle with them. In A Course in Miracles, the circle of kindness is referred to as the circle of atonement, where everyone's innate innocence is acknowledged. Only happy sights and sounds can reach the mind that has forgiven itself. No danger lurks in anything it sees, for it is kind, and only kindness does it look upon. A mind that has forgiven itself brings to light a kindly awareness of the world. The eventual goal of the Course is the recognition of the real or innocent world, a completely forgiven world that is seen by a mind that is at peace within itself. Through kindness, one sees no blame, no guilt, no sin nor lack in anyone. Kind eyes see mistakes as merely calls for correction. They are learning opportunities. For kindness is absent of judgment and has no need of past nor future. It is timeless, eternal, and always loving in the ever-present now. Kindness perceives no danger, and thus fears nothing. No sights of hate nor conflict can be found. Everything is innocent of guilt, and thus everything kindness sees is gentle, happy, and at peace. Let all your brother's gifts be seen in light of charity and kindness offered you. The seeing of kindness in the world brings kindness into one's own heart and mind. For giving and receiving are the same. This is because the kindness offered to another never really leaves the mind that is offering it. As in the Bible, in Ephesians 4, the Apostle Paul instructs that everyone be kind to one another, and to be tender-hearted, forgiving others and putting away all bitterness, wrath, anger, and malice. For it is the ancient hate of the ego mind which brings about the hardening of the heart, an ignorance, and an insensitivity. For unkindness corrupts the mind of the giver, because it continues to remain in the mind, where it blocks the perception of the love and light of the innocent and guilt-free world. Dream of your brother's kindnesses instead of dwelling in your dreams on his mistakes. To point out another's wrongdoing engenders guilt, only adding to the other's fear, and thus it is not kind to oneself or the other. Any unkind action emanates from a dream of fear, and is only a call for help and assistance. Extending love through the Holy Spirit's guidance ends the dream of fear, for unconditional love casts out all fear. Fear is a sure sign that one is confused and under the spell of hurtful beliefs. For fear acknowledges the presence of guilt and the judgment of wrongdoing. Returning love in response to fear and confusion is kind because it reveals to the other that they have not been abandoned by love. It brings an end to the conflict of victim versus predator, good versus evil, right versus wrong, and restores the inherent innocence of everyone. Is it not kind to be accepting of another's spite, and not respond except with silence and a gentle smile? By taking no offense to seemingly offensive behaviors, attack thoughts of another have no effect, reminding the other as well as oneself that all remains well. For the spirit that one truly is eternal and unassailable. This is the meaning of Jesus' teaching of turning the other cheek. By demonstrating the other's behavior cause no ultimate harm, the other and oneself are both released from guilt and fear. One teaches that what one is cannot be hurt or attacked. For only bodies can attack bodies. For if one believes that one can be hurt, one allows guilt to enter into the mind, and it is then projected outward in the form of anger. And anger is never kind. How can you wake children in a more kindly way than by a gentle voice that will not frighten them, but will merely remind them that the night is over and the light has come? Any time we are afraid, we are like a child asleep who is having a nightmare, a dream of fear. By following Spirit's guidance, one is kindly shown that the adult monsters of physical illness, financial difficulties, and relationship loss are not what one imagined them to be. The lost job becomes an opportunity to find a more satisfying one. Financial limitation allows one to prioritize what is most important. And body symptoms can be used to heal the mind. Relationship threats are a time to learn that true love can never be lost. The true teacher does not tell us that our monsters are not real, for this would not be kind. But in holding one's hand, Spirit guides and accompanies us to see the problem in a different light. Forever patient, Spirit knows it is inevitable for one to awaken first to a happy dream, and then to what lies beyond all dreams. The kindness of his sight rests on himself with all the tenderness it offers others, for he would only heal and only bless. The Dalai Lama has said, "My religion is simple. My religion is kindness." He further advises, "Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible." Kindness is fundamental to human happiness and is both practical and easily available in every situation. There is a power and strength in kindness, and it is a universal language that connects all beings. Acts of kindness are never small, for they extend outward and have a wonderful and unexpected blessing to everyone it touches. Kindness is infectious, and as a worldwide pandemic, it would restore everyone to their right minds. May everyone be infected with kindness today. Look at the kindly world you see extend before you as you walk in gentleness. Kindness and gentleness are closely aligned. Gentleness is one of the 10 characteristics of the teachers of God, mentioned in the teacher's manual. To the gentle, harm has no meaning and is only seen as a sign of weakness. It is from full forgiveness that a gentle world and a kind home arise along one's journey. Time is unkind when it is led by the ego's goals of specialness and division. Yet, guided by the gentle purpose of healing, time itself becomes kind. Spirit then provides messengers of love who point out the innocent and holy, the gentle and the kind. Love's messengers offer peace and certainty as they reveal a world absent of guilt and fear. Seeing through loving eyes makes all things right, gently giving them to the kind ways of spirit, which recognizes the harmlessness of all things. Faith in the eternal is always justified, for the eternal is forever kind, infinite in its patience, and wholly loving. Patience, which is another characteristic of a teacher of God, understands that all things occur in their own time and manner. Reality, which is never changing, is always kind, and therefore one has nothing to fear. Kindness is patient in its certainty of the inevitability of love's ascension over fear. Nothing occurs too early or too late, and the form in which the situation takes is always right. There are no mistakes, no accidents, no chance meetings. Everything one encounters is being arranged by a kind and gentle guide, which seeks only for one's benefit and one's release from all fear and doubt. In knowing this, one becomes aware that one is in the company of mighty companions. May we all be reminded today to be kind in all that we think, all that we say, and all that we do. Thank you.